when last we saw our adventurers, they had... Bosch had awoken with a strange rash, and the party was concerned. And after going over all of their options and things that needed to be done today, they decided that this was the most important thing. So, in asking Vaja for help, they were pointed in the direction of the Temple of Saloon, and there they met the odd High Priestess Holly, who informed the party that unfortunately she will not be able to help Bosch, and probably not a lot of other people could either. But did help the party in a different way, revealing that they, too, could see and communicate with their own echoes, and was a friend of Tommen, letting the party know of the general area that the Xanathar's guild was hiding in. And so, searching that area, looking through the sewers, eventually they did in fact find Xanathar's lair, and after some panicked exploration, found themselves in the kitchen with just a bunch of kobolds that they destroyed. They're now... Most of them are dead. The gazers are dead too. The survivors are lined up against the wall, and Bosch, there is a terrified halfling who just witnessed you kill several people very easily. Where did my cave go? There's my cave. And so, with Veritas summoning help, a beholder inside of a beholder's lair, and the rumbling of the presumably angry Xanathar has dissipated. What do you do?
Has dissipated? You mean the rumbling stopped?
Yes.
Oh, this is great. It's fine. Everything's good.
Oh. From all of the chaos that's happened in the span of just a handful of seconds, Veritas turns over to the scared kobolds in the corner. Do you know where things being stored? Important things are.
Important things?
Yeah, being guarded.
It's a good roll. And points behind you, towards where Bosch is. Down the hall to the left. Important people say don't go down there.
He kind of nudges Veritas aside. It's like, how about the sounds you heard in that place? And maybe describe it to them, ask them if they heard that anything.
I'm sorry, could you speak up? I didn't hear you.
Eve was
Nick, did you hear me?
No,
Yes,
I didn't hear anything.
That's okay. Turning or hearing what Eve said. Is there a room that you hear strange wet sounds, smacking? Place that might be guarded?
No, we don't go anywhere.
Can I insight that?
Sure.
Okay. That's my insight. There we go. 16.
16. First off, you can tell these kobolds are terrified of you. And you kind of look around the room, and you can see in the corner over here is a pile of rags, and a distinct aroma is coming from it that leads you to assume that they sleep in that.
Getting the feeling that these kobolds are slaves to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Veritas closing his eyes for a second and exhaling. Leave while you still can. Out.
Looks at all of you and just will kind of huddle up and just kind of slowly move away. Does anyone stop them?
Don't tell anyone that we're here, okay?
They're going towards where they said important stuff is.
They honestly were more just wanting to avoid Gaz Rakul because they had witnessed Gaz light up that hallway.
That's what I was thinking.
So they want nothing to do. They are kind of scared of Help as well, but Help will move out of their way because Help wants to help. And then
and there's Bosch.
Then there's Bosch.
Isn't the thing we're trying to get to this way?
Alright, it's that way, but we're gonna go that way.
Yeah.
That's the way they brought us in. Right. Right. Hi, Beppis. Bye, Beppis. And they just run.
We've got some directions. Didn't feel very cool thing, but we don't really have time to stop and dwell on it.
No, we don't. They said down there and to the left was something important that they couldn't go towards.
Let's hope it's what we're looking for. I don't know if our cover's blown throughout this place or not, but just in case, let's keep an eye out, yeah?
Help make sure that you keep the watch out on our backs so no one sneaks up behind us.
One of the eye stalks goes into a salute. Got it.
All right.
Bosch, you see this halfling in front of you, and they are quite scared of you.
Might want to follow those other guys.
Oh, those
Think
right
more separate.
assholes? Alright. So, like, what is this, like a liberation, or...
It might be just be a circumstance. But if you want to get out of here, now's a good time. Just, don't tell any of the big bosses you saw us down here.
Right.
You're sure for the rumble that they kind of know, but no, you might want to just leave.
Alright, don't have to tell me twice. And Beppis will leave.
Sure, if that was a mistake, but it happened.
Right. I would like a perception check from Eve and Gazrakul. Because you might notice something unusual in this kitchen. You both notice it. As you both turn to leave, you notice that on the spice rack, there is, and I shit you not, what you would estimate to be around 300 gold pieces worth of spices on the shelf.
Holy shit!
Eve, your bag.
What? Hey? Opens the bag.
Gauze
Oh my
swipes
God.
the entire shelf into the bag of holding.
That's what her teeth. You're still spices. Ooh. And you bought
You
some
can
of
steal
spices.
from thieves, Eve. Let's go.
Yes,
Search
there,
your eye.
yes, there are 30 bottles of rare spices that are each worth about 10 gold.
Damn.
I saw that, I was just like, really? But yeah, that is a real thing that is down here. But yeah. So, Bosch, you are leading the way, I assume?
I'm standing in front and attempting to open the door.
Cool, you open the door and you see a magical eye stalk like the one you saw in the first hallway.
Ah.
There's a eye stalk thingy. Let's, I guess, just keep it moving. Oh, God.
Yeah, you can see that it is looking right at you as you just open the door.
Okay,
But-
time to hurry.
But other than that, nothing happens.
Gauze firebolts it.
It goes through it.
Good to know.
So, it's very planning to accomplish that.
Gauze makes rude gestures as they go through the hall.
The eye blinks a couple times. Bosch, you reach the end of the hallway and you can see that it splits off into two different directions. You have a door on the right and a door on the left.
You said left, right?
You did say left.
When he said left, he was referring to this hallway.
Shit.
Do you hear anything from either way?
Let me take a listen.
Out here, right.
Both of you give me perception checks.
Okie dokie. Oh, right. That's disadvantage because I'm exhausted.
Oh,
To the both of you, clear. Nothing.
I think we're good. Should we open both doors?
We need to get through here fast. It nods to you, Bosch.
All right. For Veritas, pretty simple. You open up the door and you see it's a dark room. There's no light in here, but luckily, I believe all of you have dark vision at this point from one source or another. And you see a sort of office. You can see that there are a few crates that rest against the north wall, and a stone desk that, despite what the map says, is completely free of papers. And the chair behind it is carved with a spider motif. And you can see that there are bare stone bookshelves that stand against the east wall.
Small office.
Yeah. And then as for Bosch, you see... Well, from your narrow angle, you can see that this opens up into a kind of much bigger space. The air is kind of dank and musty, but the thing that catches your eye is you can see that there are, from your perspective, two floor-to-ceiling crystal cylinders and that seem to have something floating inside them. From your angle and distance, you can't quite make out what's inside them yet.
Get closer.
Closer. It's definitely round in both of them.
The thing that's inside them is round.
Yes.
Okay. Does it look like it's safe for me to move forward?
You look around and you're not seeing much, although now that you're a little bit closer, you can see that across the way from you, in a little alcove, you see what looks like a mural of a beholder on the wall, in front of a green marble pedestal, atop which is a beholder-shaped copper urn.
Okay. A little weird.
Stepping further in,
You step further in and you can see there's actually 4 cylinders.
moving slightly to the side so that the people can come in.
And now that you're right next to the cylinder,
Huh.
you look inside and you see what looks like help inside it. But
Weird.
bigger and with a lot more eye stalks.
Does it look live?
Give me a medicine check. And
Sure.
don't worry, you would have had disadvantage without the exhaustion. It's a beholder. Can beholders die?
I don't know. This is a little weird.
Also, now that you are more inside, on the western wall, this wall over here, you can see that there is a carving on it, depicted to look like a scowling beholder flanked by 2 hooded wizards. And beneath each wizard's cowl, you can see one glaring eye is visible.
Huh. That looks not great. I think this room might be a dead end, but should probably check the corners. There's a scary mural.
Oh. This is weird.
And as you kind of walk through the space, you can see that each of the alcoves has this depiction of a beholder and an urn inside them.
Do the beholder statues look different or giving different expressions?
No. They all look the same.
The urns. They're all the same as well?
Yes. You can see that their lid is actually molded with their 10 eye stalks.
I use magic awareness.
You use magic awareness. Immediately, you get magical. You get evocation coming from each of the 4 cylinders, as well as conjuration coming from the mural with the 2 wizards.
Okay, we should be real careful in this room. I think the cylinders can blow up or something, do the wrong thing, and wall here might bring somebody. Did you see anything on the other side of the room?
Veritas kind of says to in the court, like back where the hallways. Eve, guys, need your help here.
And also, one more thing. Bosch, give me a perception check with advantage to cancel out your disadvantage, because you might have noticed something else with your magical sight.
Okay.
A 13 is enough. You notice that each of the wizard's eyes kind of remind you of the buttons that you've been seeing, and they look like they can be pressed.
Oh. Hey, so, I guess, Gauze, you know about this stuff, I think. Looks like we can press wizard eye buttons. Since there are two, I'm thinking maybe one does something good and one does something bad. Maybe they both do something bad, I don't know.
And there's nothing at the end of this hall, right?
Doesn't look like there is anything there.
I don't see anything on this side either, Bosch.
So you're suggesting it's kind of listen to some sort of maybe door or something? Veritas, don't you have a stick for that?
Yeah, I do. Kind of coming back. Veritas takes out the stick of secrets.
Okay.
He'll point it out. And closest door trap within 30 feet of me pulses and points.
It points to your immediate right. Right here.
Guys? Points on my right over here. Gerda's kind of walking closer.
Walking closer, you can go ahead and give me a perception check with advantage.
Okay. 16.
16. Searching around, you can see that there's actually kind of like on one of the eye stalks that kind of drifts down from the carving behind the pedestal. There's like a little thing you can pull, and as you pull it, it reveals a secret door.
I found a door.
We didn't die.
Don't
Good
jinx
thinking
it,
there,
Bosch.
Veritas opens the door.
Uh-huh. You look down a tunnel that goes somewhere. Where does that go? You can't tell where it goes. It looks like it goes into darkness.
Oh! Veritas looks back. I don't see where it leads. It's dark.
Then it's probably the correct direction.
I mean, can't think of a better place to store important stuff than behind another secret door.
Okay. Veritas takes a step inside. Then another step.
All right. As you take a few steps, you can see the end of the hallway that there's another door.
Okay. I don't see the door icon if there is one.
That is because it's not over here. I have to move you. It's going to be a little it's going to be a little jarring.
Ah, I see. The old whoop and zoop.
Right now you are here.
Looking back to everyone that's kind of piled behind me as I.
Yep, because we're in a very similar situation to when we first started.
Deja vu.
Aggressively zooms out on map.
Boop. Oh.
You look into what looks to be a blood-soaked arena.
Oh.
You can see that this looks to be some kind of place where various types of blood sport would happen. You recall from a while back that Gazrakul was interested in finding such a sport here in the city.
Oh shit.
I think we found that party you're trying to get to, Gaz. Takes a step into the bloody arena.
Is there a way out?
Looking around, you can see that there seems to be a hallway that leads out up here, up at the top of the bleachers, as well as it looks like there is a tunnel that goes underneath the bleachers over here. But as you enter, Eve, do you have see invisibility up?
I don't remember.
Because
I feel like...
you definitely cast it today, didn't you?
I did.
She cast it multiple times.
I did cast it multiple times. I just don't remember when the last casting was.
I mean, if you've casted it at least once here in this dungeon, it should still be up because I believe it's an hour.
Okay. I feel like I might have cast it before we went in, but I might be incorrect.
I think you did. So Eve, as you walk into the room, you see probably something you really didn't want to see. You see over in the alcove, kind of off to the side, what looks to be like a special audience seating. And within that seating, you see a large, round eyeball with many different eye stalks coming off of it, and a large row of teeth underneath. You see a beholder.
Can I pretend like I didn't see that? Can I just make my gaze keep going?
Give me a performance check. $23. Where the fuck is his stat block?
It's fine, we don't need a stat block for him. Nope, he's good. Not even
Guy who's
here, I'm
basically
sure.
The guy who's basically made of eyes can't be that perceptive, right?
Yeah!
Well, it's more about how incisive he is.
Yeah, that's better, I'm sure, right?
Because Xanathar's not your average. Let's see. Let's get that.
How insightful
and
can a bunch of eyeballs be?
pretty
It's just eyes
pretty
and teeth.
pretty insightful, but he seems to be in way too much glee into thinking that he's gotten the drop on you, and does not notice that you've noticed, Eve.
Ooh.
But all of you hear, in a booming voice, "Who has come to my lair? Who has brought a usurper?"
He pretends to glance around like she doesn't know. Usurper? We're not. That's not. Listen, we're not here to do any usurping. We are here.
We're here to help.
Oh.
Eve, you see the massive beholder scowl at the appearance of help. You say you are not usurpers, yet you bring another. You bring a foul beholder into my lair.
It's really not what we were here for, though.
Your lair, huh? I presume the great Xanathar we are speaking to?
That is correct.
Uh-huh. Well, Eve's having a conversation, or saying that, mentally, Veritas reaches out to Eve. This is not good.
Yeah, no, he's right here. He's in that alcove up there on the left question mark? I don't know which one. It wasn't. See. Oh, it's the one right next to.
Yeah,
Alcove right next to us on the right. He's invisible. He's just hanging out there. This is really bad. This is really bad. Out loud, Eve's like, "We are not here because we have any qualms with you, Mr. Xanathar. We are here because we have qualms with the person who has been exploiting and manipulating your guild."
A scary thing actually happens now that I think about it. As you're talking to him, he turns to address you, and you don't see him anymore.
Oh no. Is the connection still up? With Veritas? He tugs rapidly on the sleeve again.
I don't think so.
Oh no. Oh god.
Oh.
Tug.
Nonchalantly does like the double tap on like on the stone. Dum. Yes, as my friend Eve here said, we have issues with someone else that has ties here.
Do you? Someone that I perhaps am already dealing with.
Perhaps. Just scowling at the nothing that's in that space.
Wait, I need to think about something. I forgot about this.
Oh god. Don't like the sound of that.
Oh,
You can keep forgetting.
no. As Xanathar, the invisible Xanathar, looks at all of you, help disappears.
Yeah, yeah.
You're still concentrating, Veritas, but help is gone.
Yep.
Looks like the problem solved itself.
But the fact still remains that you brought one here.
Not aware that would be the issue here.
You
So-
were not? How could you not be and know so much about the great Xanathar? Especially when I catch you coming out of my crypt.
We stumbled on that. It was by chance.
Stumble? My wizards have told me that you have been doing a lot of stumbling.
You would find that we're really good at that.
Listen, once again, great Xanathar, we have no qualms with you or your guild. We are here because of the person you seem to imply you are dealing with. I'm unsure if that's in a positive or a negative sense, but I assure you that either way, he intends to use and exploit you all and then throw you away and let you burn with the rest of the world.
He may try. And under normal circumstances, I'd have you roll a persuasion check. But this is a beholder. They are chaos incarnates. So instead, I would like you to call high or low.
Oh god. Whoa.
Low. Go ahead and roll a D100 for me. Here's
Well,
I didn't finish yet.
Oh,
I said high or low because I need you to say that before you rolled. Because now I'm going to roll a T100, and if I get lower, it goes your way. You want? Yeah.
Oh. I hate the 100s.
fear.
Man, if only I had rolled that last Friday. I rolled a 2.
It goes so well. It goes the best.
But you seem connected to this stillhavity. Maybe there's use for you.
You trying to maybe get the best of him as well?
I will get the best of him. But you might make it so that I need not raise an eye stalk.
Sure, we are, it seems, aligned in our goals at the moment.
At the moment,
Until stillhavity no longer permits. By the way, if I'm still concentrating on help, Veritas would then let that drop.
okay. Well,
So, yes, apologies for the rude nature of our intrusion upon this place, but we must not simply find a way to ask for an audience from such a figure. Perhaps we can have a beneficial relationship.
perhaps we can. However, that only remedies the intrusion. I require replacements for my kitchen staff.
Ah, yes, genuinely sorry about that.
So, I shall require some more cooks as a way of redeeming that. And I am feeling quite peckish.
Like us to cook something
Yes.
for you? No? Oh, okay. What are your tastes?
Meat.
Okay, okay. You like spicy? You like bland? You
I like a fine spice.
Okay. Glances around at everyone and just kind of shrugs her shoulders. I mean, we can do our best in the circumstances. Let's see, we saw your kitchen. Is there like a larder where you keep your meats and things? Or is it in the kitchen?
It is in the kitchen.
Okay.
I also, in addition to meat, like mushrooms.
Okay.
And
Mushrooms.
be sure to cook the meat.
Naturally. What do you think we take you for over here, huh?
You would be surprised. But do not worry, as you did not make that mistake, you are no longer considered for decoration at the moment.
All right, that's a start. Looking around at everyone, shall we?
Looking over at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back where we came from, then.
Yep. We'll get right on that, sir. Again, sorry about the kitchen.
We'll see. Do a good job. So you all turn to go back the way you came?
As
Yeah.
And I will just move you back there. As you leave the site, you can all feel your magical effects become active again.
Nice feel that. He just straight away took off another chain. Well, that could have gone worse.
Yeah. It seems like he really does not like help.
Wish we'd known about that before we came here. Well, for now, we try and make amends, and maybe we can just straight up work together a little bit. Since, seems like he's also not a fan of... Yeah. Still have a tea?
Yeah. Cooking the meal.
We can take care of that. We're basically caterers.
We got this. I've watched my dad cook plenty of times. Anybody here really good at cooking that we haven't? this would be a great time to reveal that secret.
I really like the taste of food. I might be good at it.
You got any secret cooking skills?
We have no time to waste on this either.
Okay, let's hit the let out. Do I have Celebi with me?
You do. I just for whatever reason, like every once in a while, like for me, your audio cuts out for a moment, and I didn't hear whose name you said.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. But yeah.
Say DM.
I might have something to say.
How much did I pay attention to while we're in the Wandering Weasel? Why am I blanking on his name? But
Wilnan?
Amen?
our
Wilnan,
Wilnan,
yeah.
yes, our good friend and cook Wilnan. How much did I see him actually do the cooking? Or
Not at all. It was
not at all?
the kitchen was in the back, behind the
Okay.
door.
Well, I guess we'll just make it work.
Uh-huh.
Ask the former stuff. Oh wait.
What is it, Eve?
I was like, we can ask the former stuff. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
So, are you all going to try to cook, or
You know, I heard a saying.
Supervise.
Yeah, you know, I heard a saying once that too many cooks spoil the soup or something.
That's not good at all.
Yeah, so maybe only a couple of us. I can try. I tend to pick up skills pretty quickly. Who wants to help me out?
I'm honestly not doing that great. It's probably a good idea for me not to help. I can help other ways.
I can try. I have a good sense, I think, of food.
Yeah, you do. You're a connoisseur. I'm sure between the two of us, we've got nothing to worry about.
Okay. In going into the kitchen, how many of these things do I actually recognize?
Hmm, give me an intelligence check.
All right. And that is a 14.
You know the basics. Like, there are some strange devices in here that you have no idea what it's used for. But, like, the general things like the oven, the pots, the pans, the stirrers, you know.
Okay. This is making sense. We need the meat. We want to put the meat on the pan. We want fire for the pan, so we can cook the meat. That makes sense, right?
Right. Let me just think around. Is it just like a stove? Is there like a place to roast things?
Yeah, there
Oh,
are.
how about this? How about this? Which appliances or structures in here look the most well used? What looks like it's seen a lot of use in here?
In. So, I'll say this: when you're looking around in this kitchen, you actually are seeing that this kitchen has not as much as what you saw in the kitchen with all the kobolds, and you're beginning to suspect that all of the good stuff is in the other kitchen.
Okay, I think we're in the wrong room. Let's go to the northern kitchen. That one probably seems like the one that's focused on serving the head honcho.
Yeah, that makes sense.
In here, you can see that there is a myriad of different tools that you could use.
Any seem more well worn than others, more soot on them or something.
Actually, they seem well maintained.
Oh, okay, that's great.
Like they're definitely they're definitely used, but as for like determining what's more used than others, that's kind of hard to tell.
Okay. Is there a store of meat in here?
There is.
Okay.
Store of meat, mushrooms. There's even like other vegetables and stuff. Honestly, you could make basically any like Sword Coast dish you wanted.
Okay.
Meat and mushrooms.
Mm-hmm. And of course we've got all these other fine ingredients here. So what's a nice dish you can think of that uses meat and mushrooms and maybe some other veggies or something? Is there cheese? Are there pickled vegetables?
There are some pickles.
Okay, I like his taste.
Can I recalling? Do I remember throughout our travels any sort of meat dish or mushroom dish?
You do remember one mushroom dish. You remember way back the mushroom wine from Gnome Garden.
Eve, remember the mushroom wine that we had in Gnome Garden? That was quite good.
Oh, yeah, that was quite unique, wasn't it? Although I think that usually alcoholic beverages take a bunch of time for fermenting, so I don't think we've got the luxury of waiting that long, unfortunately.
Is there a bottle of wine in here?
Oh no.
Actually, there is. There's a couple bottles in here.
Veritas grabs
To you,
the bottle.
Veritas, they have very strange stoppers on the top of them. But Eve, you would recognize them as... This is actually cooking wine.
Ah, okay. Alright, that's for cooking with. Cool. Good to know that we've got that. Okay. He's got
We
very
can add this
refined
with the
taste.
mushrooms.
Well, you know what? I think it's a great idea to use that wine in our dish, because, it's fancy, it's refined stuff. Don't think it's really for drinking, but that's a good call. Good find. Are there any, Waterdavian local dishes that use, meats and wine, mushrooms, maybe?
Oh, for sure.
When I think of the fanciest dish that I've seen my father make, there have been fancy or important guests over from the academy. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Lay out the recipe, and hope it goes well, and make sure to bust out the the spices that we kind of lifted. Maybe we should just put these just restock those shelves real quick. Oh yeah, we're definitely using this in the dish too. Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Gotta make this good.
Yeah, let's see. Is there anything I can do to... You're still inspired!
You are still inspired for just a little bit longer.
Veritas gets the pan, gets the gets the stovetop turned on.
All right.
Okay.
How about this?
Ah.
How about, because I'm really slow with prepping things, so how about you handle all the like slicing the meats and veggies and things, and I'll do the like stovetop work.
I could. Um, do you know how, these spices and how they taste? What
Have
we
I
should
ever
add on?
spices before?
Oh. Have you?
I don't know. I don't know if they're a special kind of spice that's like tailor made for this guy, or if they're like a water Davian fancy spice.
There are 30 bottles of rare spices worth 10 gold each.
And they're all different.
And they're all different.
Oh no. Oh god.
This is
I
a
have an idea.
fully stocked spice rack.
Oh, okay, let's start. Let's look at all the labels and see if there's anything we recognize. I'm sure maybe we tavern keepers or Willen or someone be like, oh yes, this is a dish spiced with stones.
Because the GM can't think of 30 different spices, I'm going to say that, yes, you have all the spices.
Spice.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, we have a pretty good spice rack, Cassandra, and we have, what, 10?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they're stupid expensive. Like,
Right,
just
so I can't
straight
even-
up
I can't
regular
even-
spices are annoyingly expensive.
Like, I can't even imagine 30 rare spices. I don't know what that looks like.
Mm-mm.
So, yes. So,
Okay, we've got some nice rosemary, we've got some oregano, let's see, we've got some sage, some thyme. Oh, I've got everything here, great.
I see some
Got
mint
some
powder here.
Saffron? Wow, fancy schmancy.
paprika. All right.
Okay.
Human.
I'll get to chopping and paring it for you.
Awesome, thanks. I'll try
Um,
and figure out the spicing situation and get cooking, I guess.
All right. So, it's just Eve and Veritas, right?
Yes, Gazarkul takes the opportunity to find an unbloodied corner and casually start reading through the Dunamancy book.
Gotcha. All right.
Bosch will help in whatever way he can, but not try actually cooking.
All right.
If you need me to move a bag of flour or something.
Okay. Veritas,
Yes.
what do you think is the most important thing about cooking?
The flavor.
The flavor. Okay. Eve, what do you think is the most important thing about cooking?
Waiting over or under cooking things because then texture gets weird.
Okay. I would like a wisdom check from Veritas and an intelligence check from Eve.
Wisdom check.
Mhm.
Okay.
As you focus on taste, and intelligence from Eve as you focus on getting it exactly right.
Oh!
Yeah! Veritas knows his food.
And you know what? I want, just because I'm inspired, I want
This-
to roll that.
This will likely be your last opportunity to use your inspiration roll.
Yeah.
Your inspirations will probably expire after this because it will take at least 10 minutes to do this, probably more.
Yeah, bump up that result even higher. Because, you know,
The
maybe it'll
D8,
make up
right?
for the 14. Yeah, it's a D8, I think.
Oh!
Oh my god!
That's a lot.
That's
Hell
a
yeah!
lot. All right, and
Flavor
then,
Town!
and then I need one of you to roll a charisma check. It can be either of you. Or actually, no, it's going to be both of you.
Okay.
Well, we're both charisma casters, I think,
Right.
so that's good.
Right. However, this will be with disadvantage for the both of you,
Oh, God.
as this was not your focus. This will be on your presentation of the dish.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, I've had some really amazingly delicious dishes that look like a pile of vomit.
So,
Flavor's the only way.
Ooh, everything else, bah!
so... Question, Eve. What is your intelligence modifier?
Plus, wait, no, hang on.
Because you rolled an intelligence save.
Oh shit, sorry.
Because that might change what the result is.
Oh, I'm not proficient in intelligence saves. It's just a +2.
Right. But you would still get Jack of all trades.
It'll be a plus whatever, like half your proficiency, right?
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My
What is...
proficiency-
Basically, do you have an something that you're not proficient in that's an intelligence check?
something that I'm not proficient in? That's an intelligence check.
That you're
let's
only
see.
half proficient in. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
Because that would tell me what the modifier is supposed to be.
Yes, nature is a +4.
Okay, so then that would actually be a 16.
Okay, that's better. That's better.
Okay. And like, it doesn't look the greatest. It looks fine, but it's not like this isn't. It doesn't look like something you need at a gourmet restaurant. But like, both of you are like getting whiffs of this. Like all of you are getting whiffs of this, and just like, and any of you, if you're even the slightest bit hungry, start to like salivate for this thing because it smells amazing.
I would definitely eat that. I'm not going to, but I would.
Veritas is salivating a little bit as he wipes his mouth. We should get this over fast.
Alright. As you open one of the cupboards to get the dishes to actually serve this on, you notice that inside the cupboard are literal silver platters.
Alright. Well, that'll make it look better, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's serve.
Alright. You have the meal. What now?
Should we take it back to his little dining, his little cove in the arena?
That's what you saw, right?
Unless, I don't know, should we try to contact him and be like, we got your food, where should we bring it? Where would you like it? Oh wait, the eyes.
Oh yeah, good thought.
Yeah. Let's just walk over to the nearest door with the eye.
The eye still angrily looking.
It's definitely looking at you.
Bosch is waving, like,
We're done. Did you want it back where we talked to you?
The eye looks to you and then looks behind you.
You mean like behind, like this way?
Yep.
Hey, I guess we're going this way.
Okay.
Shh.
head down the hallway, silver platter in hand, turn the corner and see a door. Inside, you see 2 goblins playing cards. You got any 3s? Go fish.
Which one of us is holding the platter right now?
I don't know. Which one of you is holding the platter right now?
I imagine that.
Eve, you realize it might be a bad idea for Veritas to be holding it.
Okay.
Don't make me make wisdom saves, please.
Okay.
I will also say, whoever's holding this platter, their hands are occupied.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Why did I come at the front of the party?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Would you like Bosch to be holding the platter?
I
get
would
off
love
the
that, but I think it's too late now.
The goblins look at you just like, eh? Oh.
Meal for the boss!
Oh, okay. And they go back to playing cards.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're kinda new here. Where does he like his food being served?
They point up the stairs. And I'm
We'll
gonna...
very carefully ascend the stairs.
Alright. Roll me nothing, because, like, you got this. You're not... You're only under your own mental duress. And I'm gonna drag you guys over.
Much duress. I'm pretty confident this smells amazing. Veritas did an excellent job with it.
Right, so... Climbing up the stairs, you notice that there's someone at the top of the stairs.
Here.
Right, so you see at the top of the stairs, you actually see what looks to be a kind of balding dwarf in like wizardly robes. Right, you're new here. We've been watching you. Honestly, you need to work on your infiltration. You're really just lucky that Xanathar decided to employ you instead of disintegrate you, or motions to the statues in the hallway, turn you into a statue. In any case,
Yeah.
back the way you went originally into the black stone room, except instead of taking a secret trapdoor, take the door to the south. And try not to inhale too much. As they...
Pointed us this way. Sir?
Hmm?
Goblins pointed us in this direction. Is that not accurate? They said that he usually takes his meals in this direction.
Yes, that way.
Oh, right. Okay, thanks. Hold our breath.
You walk out into a familiar hallway.
Yeah, this.
So he directed me towards the hallway we're in front of right now, yes?
He directed you to that black marble room that you guys descended the ladder down and said to take the south door.
Okay. Whenever we move through a door tile, we tend to get stuck in the door tile.
It's easy to press the door tile.
Someone wanna lead the way so I don't, trip over something and drop all this?
I'll do it.
Thanks.
Veritas reaches to open the door.
You
Hold your breath,
open.
guys.
You open the door and you. Oh gosh, which room is this? There's that room. You open the door and you can see that this magically lit room, has a pretty high ceiling, and you can see very clearly that there is luminous violet particles that drift through the air like mist. I would say Eve, Gazrakul, and Bosch can make nature checks if they wish to.
Okay.
Does the serving thing have a lid on it?
It does,
Great.
As
Yep,
it- as
making
it-
sure that's on nice.
as it is a platter. Bosch, unfortunately, you don't get this, but both Gazrakul and Eve, you've heard of this kind of stuff happening in the Underdark, of pools of like purple mist kind of filling up different spaces. So it's a bit interesting to see this here.
Neat. Very Underdark.
And
Really not a good idea to breathe it in though.
and you can see, you all can see the beholder, Xanathar, kind of looking at this large fishbowl that has a fish inside it. And Xanathar seems to be enjoying the fish.
Okay. Not wanting to breathe in the particles, Veritas holds his breath as he steps inside.
Okay. What is your con modifier?
3. 6 plus 3.
Plus 3. So 4, 3. Is it 4 or 3 minutes?
It's 1 plus your con.
1
so it
plus
would
con.
be 4.
Okay, so 4. Sorry, so you walk in. Xanathar looks up and notices all of you, and you all feel your magical effects wink out. Ah, my food, my chefs. What have you brought me?
Before Eve walks in, she will bow and, holding the platter, be like, "Yes, we have made a lovely dish of braised meat.
What is
with
that?
wine
I
and
cannot
mushrooms."
hear you from out there.
A lovely dish of braised wine and mushrooms, sir.
I still cannot hear you. Approach.
Wow.
Veritas will will get closer and will lose some time of air to speak. Meat and mushrooms with a fine wine over it.
Okay. Give me a con with advantage. Con save.
Con with advantage. 27.
Okay. Oh. I need a con save from Eve too.
Okay.
And I will also need one from Bosch.
Not one at first. It didn't get that much better. Is there a table in here?
I'm about to roll on a table.
Oh god.
There should be a table in here. There's a table in here. But, something happens first.
Oh no.
Eve, as you take a couple of steps in the room, you immediately can't move, and you are stunned. As for Bosch, nothing noticeable happens to Bosch quite yet. Well, I will try out one of these. This dish does not look as good as one might think, but the aroma. And he will begin to eat it. Gosh, are cool. Are you staying out?
For sure. Having identified the gas, they're just going to not breathe it in. Thank you very much.
Is he just eating it off of the platter in Eve's stunned hands?
So the thing is, you uphold the plate and then have become stunned, and Xanathar actually kind of one of his eye stalks zaps the plate and floats it onto his face.
Okay.
And he begins eating it. I need another con save from Veritas. I'm probably gonna need a couple of them actually, because it actually doesn't matter if you're holding your breath or not.
Man.
16.
Okay. Give me. Let's see. Will you stay with Eve for the full time that she is stunned?
Yes.
Then I'm going to need 4 more con saves.
And one more. I'll spend a point to re-roll the 12.
Okay. Can you?
Wait a minute, is this con save? And this is a non-magical effect, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't improve the 12.
Okay. That is unfortunately a failure. Just a failure, by the way. The DC's 13. Oh boy. Veritas, you begin to trip the fuck out. You have a disadvantage on ability checks for an amount of time. Eve, you are no longer stunned.
Ugh. You okay, guys?
I think I'm okay.
As Bosch, as you attempt to speak, just incoherent babbling comes out of your mouth.
Oh no.
We're doing just fine. Thank you for your concern.
Oh, how about is Shelby still on my hip?
Oh fuck, I have to roll for her.
Oh no.
Yeah, she failed on the first one.
Oh no.
Interesting. You attempt to communicate with Shelby and you get nothing.
As the mocks go on synchronized acid trips.
Eve, as you've come out of stun, do you do anything?
Really didn't look into his meal. Also, what's the verdict looking like? Is he having a good time?
It looks like he's actually thoroughly enjoying it.
Great.
This is quite delicious. I think I have found my replacement chefs. You are to begin work immediately.
About that stillavity stuff, I think we might be of more use to you out there in the field than in here, and I'm sure that we can pass our recipes on to our replacements with no problem. It's a pretty easy recipe to follow, really.
You don't want to be my cooks?
I mean, it seems like a very prestigious position, but, with our small amounts of experience and our much greater amount of experience dealing with stillavity, I just, think that we could help you a lot more in a different area. It would be a shame to, not be able to help you to our full potential,
Oh.
You think that I need your help?
Well, no, but you don't want to get your hands dirty any more than you have to, do you? You're above all that dirty, aren't you?
I will need another high-low.
Let's do high this.
Okay. Roll a d100.
Okay, that's not
All
bad.
right. I will say that because of your excellent meal, I will say that you can re-roll that if you want to.
Take the second roll no matter what.
You can see which one you want.
Same this time.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, the second one seems like it's bad no matter what the rules is. You see one?
To anyone else, is she cutting in and out for anyone else?
Yes.
Yes.
You're cutting out.
Damn it! Hang on.
It almost sounds like a gain issue.
How about now? Any better? Any worse?
It sounds better.
It sounds better, but I think it might be like Discord like trying to cut out noise, because that's what it sounds like to me. Because like if it was a connection issue, it'd be like intermittent stuttering, but it's more like you just sort of fade out.
Okay, what about now? Is this any better or is it the same?
It sounds a little better, I think.
Okay, I unplugged my cooling pad that was making a continuous whirring noise. Maybe that will make a difference.
Oh.
It's starting again.
No!
Can you go in your settings for me?
Okay.
Go to voice and video. Your input device is, what's your input volume? Is that 100%?
Yes.
Okay. Below that, input mode. Voice activity or push to talk?
Push to talk.
Okay, so it shouldn't be that.
That is weird.
Yeah. Because you were thinking
Should
about
I-
this, right, Max?
Should I disable noise suppression?
That's what that's the next thing I was thinking. It could be
Yeah.
the noise suppression thing.
Okay, I disabled noise suppression. How is that?
Sounds good for now. It's
Yeah.
we really only notice it like when you start like talking in like lower tones and such.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. It'll just cut out words.
That's annoying. Okay. I will try to speak up. I think I'm speaking low because of the slightly sore throat.
Oh, no.
All right. So, I'm not convinced the rules are the same on this roll as the last one, but a middling roll, like the second one, seems bad either way, so I'm gonna stick with the first one, I guess.
Okay.
Since I did call low.
I thought you called high.
Hi, that's what I meant. I called the opposite of what I called last time.
Right. All right. Man, 2 divine intervention rolls in a row.
Oh no!
You think you're better than me?
What? No, of course
You
not.
cook
I
this
think
delicious meal and now suddenly you think you're above this station.
we're below because, only the ones below your station should have to deal with the annoying stuff with Slavity, right?
Oh no, I'm not falling for these tricks. And
Floating mushroom
you
man
can
getting angry.
and you can see the 10 eye stalks begin to glow various different colors.
This is bad.
And I need you to roll initiative.
Oh, well, it's been nice knowing you guys.
Just
No.
so just to let you all know, at the moment, if you have any bonuses from any magical items, they are not working at the moment.
Oh, that's not great.
Great.
Does that include long-term ones like the ones from books that we've read, like the
No,
leadership manual?
because
Okay.
those aren't active anymore. In essentially anything that's still like active, say like Veritas's good luck thing.
I'm back to 25 feet
Um,
speed.
it's not 20. It's 19.
Okay, but you've adjusted that.
Now here's a question. Is Tia still there?
Tia is still there because it's following the rules of anti-magic field, which has 2 exemptions: magic created by artifacts and magic created by deities. Your contract is that with Bahamut.
Nice.
Add Tia just to make sure I don't forget her. Don't really have to worry about Chality. Unfortunately, she's going to be out of the fight. I need... Veritas, I need you to roll me a d10.
A D10, eh?
A d10, yes.
A 2.
2. Good. That's actually a good thing for you. Oh! Veritas, I'm so sorry. But you actually got a 6 on initiative. Because you have disadvantage on ability checks at the moment.
Right. Because initiative is ability check.
It is an ability check. I am sorry. Because that just to let you know, that D10 is to figure out how many rounds are left for that effect.
Okay. Does Xanathar have a higher dex than me?
What's your dex?
10.
Then the order will remain the same.
Okay.
But start things off. Gazrakul, you can see this beholder is looking at all of you very, very menacingly.
And our magic is just not working right now.
Correct.
Gazrakul makes eye contact briefly with everyone before running the fuck away.
Honestly, not disappointed.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
Yeah.
dashing.
Yep.
Because no magic means no Gazrakul. And that's the turn.
All right. Bosch.
Oh. I don't think Bosch would actually think about this, but Colin was looking at the door and thinking, can Xanathar actually fit through it? But it's, yeah, not what Bosch is thinking about as he charges forward. And it goes about to there.
As you go to there,
Going
you
Yes.
feel the magic in your lance return.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Let me press some buttons then. Added in a lance, just a regular lance. Try to. Never mind. Yes. Rage. Sorry. Many things. Would actually have a chance to do a thing apart from just being angry. What is a 4? Okay. The lance is now a thrown weapon and magical, in addition to already being magical. And Bosch is going to try to poke Xanathar in the eye.
All right. Which one?
Big one.
All right.
Attacking reckless would be stupid here. I feel like.
Would
Yes,
it?
let's not do that.
Would it?
Okay, let's be reckless. Let's
Okay.
just be stupid.
peer pressure.
That's a 24 to hit.
24 hits, yeah.
Okay. As he attempts to go for the large shiny eye. And this seems important. Let's put a charge into that. Keep it simple and make it cold damage.
Sorry, what damage?
Cold?
Cold, okay. For some reason I thought fold.
Yes. I'm going to fold the sphere.
Fold him like an omelet.
And attack again. .26 to hit, so yes.
Yeah, that hits.
And another charge, because this all seems very important that we stop putting eyeball. And let's action surge. Why not? To attack some more.
Yeah.
19.
That hits.
And one more time.
23 hits.
23. Okay. I think that is all that Bosch can do.
That's a lot. Did you put charges into those other two strikes?
I did not.
Okay.
That was a lot of poking.
That
I
was
hope did something.
that was a lot of poking, and you sure did something. You pissed him off. At the end of your turn, he's going to take a legendary action.
Huh?
Let's see which one it is. I require a wisdom saving throw.
I'm good at those. I don't remember.
Did I keep...
No. Thought I had a thing. Didn't do. Oh. Okay, it helps me against being charmed or frightened. I don't know if that does anything.
This is neither of those.
Okay. So normal wisdom saving throw.
21.
Oh
21.
my god!
You yawn a bit, but other than that, you're fine.
Okay.
And that will make it Tia's turn.
Tia is here, and Tia is human?
That's correct.
Not much she can do in that form. That's not good. I'm gonna have Tia. Have Tia take cover, or is she on a wall right now? I don't have vision back there, but
No, she's not on the wall. She's good.
okay. She's gonna duck behind that corner and be ready to help if the situation changes.
Alright. At the end of Tia's turn, take another legendary action. I require a Constitution saving throw from you, Bosch.
Yeah.
A success.
Nice.
Alright. And with that, that's Eve's turn.
Look how much damage Bosch did. We got this.
Oh,
we don't know
actually,
Huh?
something else happens.
Uh-oh.
You're in his lair.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You can see all the walls around begin to start bubbling, and you see grasping appendages start to reach out.
Oh.
I need everyone. Not yet. Eve, starting your turn, I need a dex save. You're able to nimbly avoid one of these grasping tentacles. And you have your turn.
Okay, great. To be clear, we don't know anything about the fish, do we?
There's a fish. Seem to like it.
Eve wouldn't think to threaten his fucking fish. It's a fish. God damn it. Well, can't use magic. Bosch seems to be going ham, though. But Eve's not gonna leave him. So... throw her hands up, yell out, and try and flank this fucking beholder, I guess.
Alright. You feel your magic return to you.
Okay. Would I be able to use Celebi as a weapon still?
Yeah.
Oh, I have my magic back though. Hang on. Now I have to look at spells. Give me a second. Surely he can take opportunity attack. Surely he has reach either way.
So far, you've just seen beams come out of their eyes. Very specifically at Bosch.
Seems like all his attention's on Bosch.
Got so many options now that I didn't think I would have. Hang on. Okay, well, with that being the case, I'll take a step back. And cast a 4th level chromatic orb.
Okay. It doesn't take an opportunity attack against you.
And we'll do thunder damage.
You have to roll to hit.
Natural 20!
Oh.
Damn. Oh, this might hurt a lot.
On a 4th level, let's go!
We do perfect crits here, so
Do perfect
Oh,
crits
what does that
here.
mean?
That means whatever. So at 4th level, it only does 3d8. It does 68. 6 times 8.
Yeah.
48?
48, yes.
Roll,
then
and then roll 68.
Okay. So I would just hit the button for the spell like normal then.
It probably will roll critical damage. Just roll.
I'll roll from my sheet so it doesn't roll critical damage.
Okay.
oh my god!
Very
That's
nice.
pretty good. Oh
He
my
blasts the fuck out of this guy from behind
Right.
with just the loudest, just vile shriek.
He
We
looks.
tried to do this the nice way.
He looks afraid of you.
Damn straight! And we'll give some bardic inspiration to Bosch, because, you know, he's doing a good job.
All right. Is that end your turn?
Yep.
Legendary action. Make a dex save.
Yep, that's what I figured. Oh no. Oh god.
Oh,
Well, it's been
oh,
nice
no.
knowing you guys. Yep, this is bad.
You know what I rolled, Nick.
God.
You know
This
exactly
might
what I
be it.
rolled.
No!
Fuck me. Fuck. Oh god.
I'll roll this publicly. 57 points of necrotic damage.
57 is my max health, and I was not at max health. Oh god.
Eve, you go to 0 HP. What are Eve's last thoughts as she's hit with a death ray that kills you instantly?
I don't think she has time to process how bad this is. I think her last thoughts had been trending down the path of, was it a mistake that I led them to come here, but then switched to pride of the strength and will of the people around her, and certainty that they could do anything they put their minds to. And that Veritas was going to see his kids soon. I think there's a smile on her face in that last moment.
Okay. Xanathar wipes a sweat from his brow, turns to you, Bosch, and says, "Let that be a lesson," and turns invisible. Veritas, you feel your magic return to you. But you are looking at your friend who's dead. I ask, will you give pursuit? If you can.
The vision is shaky as Veritas doesn't even believe what just happened in front of him. A scream out into the void. Eve! Eve! And if Xanathar is within if Xanathar is within 90 feet of me, I need him to make an intelligence save.
Oh boy. I have to look something up really quick. Oh. Alright.
And as
You
a
send this magic out, and it doesn't find its target.
okay.
Gazrakul, you are running as fast as you can away from this awful situation when you hear that terrible scream from Veritas. And you also get this pull. Like that ticking you were feeling, that constant like shifting of your divine magic. It feels way off now.
So the initial confusion before the scream was, why aren't they coming? We've done this before. Run in the face of these odds. And then immediately hears the scream. And cursing, uses the entire turn and a dash to run back to exactly where they were before.
You reach the space and you can see peering in Eve on the ground, Veritas over them. Bosch.
So I saw Xanathar turn invisible. I get any sense that Xanathar is pretty big. Do I get a sense that of them like moving of the air?
Give me a perception check.
Yeah.
$21. You did sense them leave, and you sense them go over in the direction of Eve. And you see that there is a tunnel behind her.
Okay. And Bosch is going to lower the lance and make his full movement.
You do not get that far.
There. Don't get that far.
Roll to hit with advantage.
Oof. 19.
19 hits. Do you put a charge in this?
Absolutely.
As you run your lance through, powerful magic charging through, you see Xanathar appear, dead on your lance. Just running because he was low. So yeah.
As rage drops, Bosch is still clutching the lance speared into Xanathar. A smile fades from his face as he takes in the scene and says,
There's no lesson to be learned here. It was all senseless.
We are out of initiative.
Just knees on the ground, just looking over Eve.
Gazrakul goes over to Xanathar and pulls out their dagger to start cutting off eye stalks.
Okay. As you go to do that, you notice that 3 of the eye sockets have rings on them.
Gonna pick those up.
Alright.
And pocket them for later identification.
The rest of you stand and look over the now lifeless body of Eve.
Bosch has a sudden realization. Kind of goes,
Oh no.
tries to like gently search through the ash, see if Chelavi
Now,
has also been.
Eve's body's still there. It was not disintegrated.
His body's still there.
Yes.
Okay.
It wasn't disintegrated.
It wasn't the disintegrate ray, it was the death ray.
F3. Okay.
Yeah. But yes, you can see that Chelavi's there, and Veritas, you feel this kind of pressure building from Chelavi. You realize that Chelavi has been, as a result of this gas, has been paralyzed the whole fight. And was literally powerless to do anything about what she just saw. Eventually, the paralysis breaks, and Chelavi appears before you and is weeping.
Grab her and let's go. We're wasting time. There are plenty of temples and we have more than enough money to afford their services. Surely one priest in this fucking city is worthy enough to perform a resurrection.
You're right. We met that nice cleric at the saloon temple.
Yeah, surely she has to know how to do it.
And then Gaz abruptly picks her up and then just starts walking out like everyone's wasting time.
What about what we came here for?
The Xanathar is dead, and his guild will tear itself apart in the power vacuum. We've done what we needed to for Jarlaxle. Xanathar's off the board. Now we can focus on Manchun.
But the kids down here somewhere, right?
No, they're not. Did you all turn and see that still Havdi's here?
Fuck.
This
Well, this isn't exactly what I was expecting for today.
just this dead look as Veritas turns around.
And here I was going to bargain with her for your children, of course, but I can see that Xanathar had other plans. That is unfortunate.
Veritas put a hole in his chest the size of his mouth.
Yeah. Arm shakily, kind of like standing up.
I will offer you something, though. As you all know by now, Eve is not like other people. You may find it difficult to raise her by normal circumstances.
Find some way.
I'm sure you will. You always do. I'll be waiting.
Wait, you... You knew that we were coming here? Where are the children?
As I said many times, they are safe. You will see your children again, Veritas. In due time. When the moment is right. And with the moment is right, he kind of looks over at Gazrakul. In any case, I'll leave you to your business. And still happily will leave.
So Gaz picked up Eve's body?
Yes, and then immediately, before getting interrupted, was heading out the way we came.
Veritas would help with carrying as he says, let's go. To the temple, yeah? Yeah.
One quick thing. Gotta ask somebody some questions.
Cautious. I think this is where this is. Is this the fish tank?
No, this is the fish tank. This is something else entirely.
Okay. Well, ignoring other something else entirely, Bosch has the fish tank. He's going to cast Speak with Animals.
Hey, you fish.
Yes. I can talk.
Yeah. That's, sorry, it's not gonna last.
Right. I feel like this is tone deaf.
I know, it's not great, but I need information.
Okay.
Your boss, I guess you didn't talk to him.
No.
Do you see any, egg things come through here?
No.
It's nothing, huh?
No.
How about that, that guy who just appeared and then left? Was he here a lot?
I will roll a history check for the bird, for the fish.
Eh.
It actually rolled really good. Despite its -5, it did roll high enough. Oh, yeah. He's been here before.
Okay. I don't know what I could ask you that would help us. But we need, I don't know, something. Do you see, like, are other people here meeting with the big floaty guy?
Lots of people.
Yeah. Oh.
No, wait, no. No people. Just the weird, pale person. And occasionally, little tiny lizard people.
They brought their food.
Yeah.
Okay. Shit. You know if the big floaty guy kept any awesome stuff in this room that's hidden?
Oh, yeah. Underneath me. Sometimes he'd lift me up and put something real shiny in there.
Awesome. You're a great help. Was he the one who fed you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna stop happening.
Oh no.
Yeah. Wanna come with us and I can find some place where you'll be safe?
Sure. Oh, and I didn't mean under this fishbowl. I meant under that fishbowl. You see that there are two fishbowls. There's this one, and this one.
Ah,
And this one
Okay.
is really big.
like big enough that I'm going to struggle to lift it up.
Yes.
Shit.
Here, Veritas, take her for a moment. Bosch seems like he may need assistance.
Veritas with both the arms just holding Eve. Yes.
What did it have to say, Bosch?
Said there's something, thinks there's something valuable hidden under the big fishbowl. Let me, try to move it up.
Let
We will
me.
assist if we can.
Okay.
Okay. You are really strong, Bosch.
Mhm.
But I'm not sure if you're actually strong enough. What is your push capacity?
Oh God, where do I find that? I guess under strength? No. What? Show me these things. Push capacity.
I think if you click on your weight capacity, it'll tell you.
570.
Right, that's not even close.
Yeah.
And that's with the fire giant Bobon?
Yes.
Ooh.
Does it look like I could break the fish tank?
Um. It doesn't say you can't, so if you want to try, you can.
I'm
Is this
assuming
fish-
if
I was going to ask if this fishbowl is considered a secured object, or if it is unsecured.
Uh, that depends on what spell you're thinking of.
Pulse Wave says that the object is moved 15 feet away from you and does not account for weight. It just says if it's secured or unsecured.
Doesn't account for weight. Okay. That could work.
The object just has to be completely within the cone.
It's a big enough cone, you could totally do that.
Bosch, if you will stand back.
Gauze is going to move around it so that this wave doesn't hurt anybody, and then they're going to slap the ground to cast Pulse Wave.
Alright. The ripple of gravity rips the large fishbowl out of the way, and you can see that underneath it was a chest.
They go ahead and pull it out.
You pull it out.
Is it locked?
You try to open it.
Yes.
Alright, it is unlocked. Inside, you see many, many gemstones. 30 100-piece gold piece gemstones.
I was hoping for plans or something.
Well, it is something.
Gaz goes over and very gently takes Eve's bag of holding off and brings it over to fill it with the gems. And then,
Bosh, this creature was Xanathar's, yes?
Yes.
Gazrakul reaches in, pulls the goldfish out by its tail, and yeets it across the room.
Hi. Can't breathe. You hear Bosch?
I don't think it was bad. It's just a goldfish.
It was a goldfish.
A slight couple-second retcon. Gazrakul palmed the journal alongside the bag of holding.
I said I was going to save it.
Josh is gonna go grab the goldfish bowl and attempt to save the goldfish.
Guys, are you trying to palm it without anyone noticing?
No, they kind of just grab it as a combination, like they were grabbing the bag of holding and the journal kind of just came with it.
I would say that if Gazrakul was not explicitly trying to hide it, and given how much attention everyone is giving Eve at the moment, that Veritas would easily be able to see it.
We need to go.
Yeah.
And Bosch, if you want to scoop the goldfish up into the smaller fishbowl, you can, and take that with you, if you want.
I've made a promise. I'm gonna try to make sure goldfish survives.
Alright. As you leave Xanathar's guild, a place where things have gone horribly wrong, you make your way out, back into the sewer, and eventually back into the light of Waterdeep.
Eve.
Even though you can see the hustle and bustle of the city around you, it feels wrong. Where do you all go?
I
The
guess
temple?
the Holy Hands to start?
Holy Hands?
That's where Holly was?
Holly is at the Temple of Saloon.
Oh, right.
Holy Hands was the place that had all of the different religions. Like a shrine to each religion, more or less, or each god.
Or we could do the saloon one first if that's more likely.
Do that. I mean, Holly seemed to know what she's doing.
She knew Tom and the rest. To use our best chance.
my only other thought is this library, but I don't know how to get into where Eve went, and I think Holly's a better bet.
Let us be off then.
All right. You head off to the Temple of Saloon. It took you a while to get here, but the walk back seems especially long and painful. But eventually you do see the impressive Temple of Saloon. And as you get there, the front doors burst open and you can see Holly there. Oh, good. I was afraid I was going to have to look for you guys. Please, come in.
Veritas was rushing with Eve in his arms. Please.
I am aware. Tommen has let me know. This has all gone horribly wrong. This... And you can see that Holly begins to channel some divine magic and attempts to cast Raise Dead on her. And this is where we need a bit of a scene change. Eve, you find yourself in a dark space. There's nothing really around. Is there anything that Eve would be kind of feeling in this moment?
I think just initial surprise at winding up here after seeing how well her friends were doing in that room, followed immediately by fear and concern for their well-being. If she went down so quickly and is well and truly gone, it seems, she's probably just very scared and trying to hold out hope that they're doing fine. That's probably what's taking up most of her mental space right now, in spite of the massive amount she suddenly has to process. She'll just kind of look around. Oh, fuck. Fuck. They've gotta be alright. I'm sure they're alright. God, I wish I could see them right now.
As you whirl around in this space looking around, you can see off in the distance this almost sort of gray, quivering flame. And it almost seems to echo these fears you're having.
Blinks, and glancing around and seeing nothing else really, she'll start making her way in that direction.
You approach this, and as you get closer, you can kind of hear it. It speaks in your voice. It says all the things that you fear. All sort of kind of just being... It all just comes out. And you notice that once you've approached this flame, there are other flames of different colors, quivering in different ways. One almost seems to burn brightly with this bright red intensity. You see another that's like a cool blue, almost just kind of blazing just with a soft light. You see many of these flames, each of them seemingly representing your emotions.
Eve slowly turns in a semicircle, looking at all of them, as her fears from the quivering gray flame fill the air. You led them to your death, to their deaths. Your confidence was always misplaced. This is your fault.
Was it your fault? You hear a voice similar to yours, but not quite. Or was it bad luck?
I was the one who told them. I was the one who started our stupid planning phase. What did I think would happen if we just strolled into a powerful criminal organization? Sure, maybe luck's involved, but I was too. If they're not alright, it's because of me too.
But what about Veritas's children? Would you just give up on them?
No, of course not. Of course not. Wiping her face and looking around for the source of this voice.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me. Looking around, you can't find exactly the source of the voice, but you do see one other flame. Smaller. But the coloration is that of a blinding silver.
Eve wipes her arm over her eyes and starts slowly stumbling towards that flame. Who are you?
I was you.
Amara?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry for what happened. You that came back, not me. Maybe if you'd been the one.
If I had done what? If I had been there, you think it would have been different? Gone better? I don't think so. For starters, I don't think I would have made such good friends.
Eve blinks and just a little smile appears on her face. Yeah, they are pretty great, aren't they? Luckiest I've ever been, I think.
They're lucky too.
I'll take your word for it, I guess. Are they alright? Do you know if they're alright?
I don't.
Right. Have you... Looking around, have you been in this place the whole time?
I haven't been fully conscious. There have been times where I've seen things go on, and I do get the general feeling from you. But I think this is the most I've been aware in a while. Likely due to the shock to the soul.
Ah, I see. Well, I'm not being very good company for someone who certainly needs it. She scrubs at her face some more and kind of straightens herself out. So, here we are. And interesting form you seem to have taken.
What do you mean?
Gesturing. This silver flame. Is this you?
No. That is not.
Oh. Then this must be.
I believe the piece that Silverhand left.
Right. She mentioned that I seem to have that. Mistral's gift, was it?
Mistress, yes.
Comparing the size of it to the other flames. Well, a bit more of an ember than a flame at this point.
At the moment.
I mean, not that it really matters anymore, I guess, but I never did figure out how to connect with it the way Laurel Silverhand suggested. She said something about channeling a feeling of control in moments of chaos, or some such thing.
That's how she says she did it. But there are other ways.
Oh?
want this flame to burn, you must feed it.
Looking down into it. Ah, right. That makes sense. How small is it, by the way?
It could fit in the palm of your hand, whereas the others look like they can engulf you.
Eve kind of stoops down a little bit and cups her hands around it. Oh, well, what do you eat, little guy? I wonder. Just kind of looks into it for a minute.
You look into it and you feel like hope.
Blinks. Huh. Straightens up a little bit and looks into the distance. Hope. Well, I guess not much of that to be had here, but I do have great friends. And I'm sure that they would have made it out of that all right. And whatever needs to be done to protect this beautiful, terrifying world that we lived in, I know they can do it. They'll live long, happy lives, reconnect with their families. They'll make a good world for the people they care about, no matter who or what tries to stop them. And in the end, that's what really matters most, isn't it?
Eve, do you feel hopeful for your friends?
I think being in this space where suddenly all of the pressing, urgent issues that she's been having to spend her full mental concentration on are suddenly no longer consequential for her, I think it gives her the space to actually take a step back and think about how she really feels about their odds and the people she's been with these past few months. And I think that her feelings are genuine. I think this is ironically the first time in a long time that Eve has felt genuine optimism and hope. And this ironic smile grows on her face as she realizes the utter absurdity of that contrast. Yeah. Wow. It all feels a lot clearer suddenly. Isn't that funny? But this is what it took. But, yeah. Everything will be alright. They'll make it so.
You look down into the flame. And you see something very interesting. You see what looks like the rod of the rose.
Kind of leans in closer. She'll tentatively kind of put a finger out toward the flame to see if it's actually hot.
It is cool to the touch.
Then she will put her hand into it and try to touch the rod of the rose to see if it's corporeal or not.
You can touch it, and you can grab it.
Slowly draws it out of the flame.
And as you draw it out, it is not just the rod. You can see an extension of a line of flame coming from it, almost like a blade of silver fire, as the flame ignites and begins to engulf around you.
Huh. Ah, that feels right.
And the flame begins to consume your vision. You can feel yourself kind of fading from this space.
Thank you, Amaranth.
What did I do?
Oh, you're starting to sound like me. Don't do that.
Look out there. And your vision goes white. As for the rest of you, you've watched as time and time again as Holly has attempted to revive your friend. Some time has passed. A whole day, in fact. But as you sit around and the morning dawns, Eve's body alights in flame. And Eve, you wake up, casting Revivify on yourself.
Oh.
Go ahead and refresh your seat. And as Eve is brought back to life, that's where we'll end tonight's session.